But I'm actually really curious to see Ferelden Lord's Evelynn, because every game we've casted of him that I can think of in my head has been a Twisted Fate or an Ahri or an Orianna. I haven't seen him besides those 3 champions, and I really see what Alternate can bring, because we didn't, we saw them unfortunately get dropped out of EPS, but they are still a good team. When they reformed, they were a really good team, and this is their chance to really get their name out there.
Well, it looks like that little invade was just to get that ward down over by the red buff. And maybe then not any further action from Alternate side of things. Obviously, they know that CJE Enters have had plenty of time now to react to that one. See Caitlyn already up on this middle side of things. And it looks like CJE will be starting off here on the Wraith side. Or is Cho'Gath going to go down? No, looks more like a Wolf start for him. On the other side of things, Lee Sin starting out, pretty standard start for him, round about these Wraiths. So, a little bit of back history. When we think back to when Navi played in OGN the Champions, they won 1 game in that tournament, Jason, and it was against CJE Enters. And Sand and Cottonex were both part of that team.
Yes, they're going to have a little bit of an information advantage. Obviously, though, I mean, with the time, the meta changes, the players change a little bit. And well, I guess we'll just find out in about 30 minutes to see who wins this game. But one thing, Joe, that I wanted to point out is that Kerp's running teleport. And that's a really interesting thing to run. Yeah, you're against a Twisted Fate. You kind of want to see the mid lane go with the teleport just to catch up. But we're going to see some teleport ultimates coming in from him that could really feed and really snowball the lane. And Joe, which team do you think has this game?
Honestly, I wrote on Twitter before this one, it's a really hard one to call in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how Alternate are really going to come into this one. As Arne rightly pointed out, these guys are pretty damn strong in terms of their solo queue ability, let's call it. They have played well as a team, that's definitely for sure, but I'm not sure how strong they're going to be against CJE Enters.
Well, we do have a lane switch for Ultra. They will be putting their AD carry in support, and Kerp, actually, Malphite took their own blue buff and is heading down to the bot lane to 1v2 the Zyra and Caitlyn combo. So he's going to have that extra mana to actually see us under turret with that ground slam, with that seismic shard. And this is actually a really interesting play. I mean, because Kerp is level 2. He's not really far behind in CS or in experience in any way. He's actually ahead of Space at the moment, so he should be decently fine, especially with those cloth armor and 5 pots. With that,
it's not going to last long, though.
Yeah, not going to last long at all. With Caitlyn's auto attack range is very hard. And I was asking you in the little delay period we had, Joe, the Zyra Grasping Roots mixed in with the Caitlyn trap. And we were talking about how if you put the Caitlyn trap down at the exact same time the Grasping Roots comes down, you can do exactly what you see right there. Kerp getting double trapped, being unable to move, and have a hard time for him to have that really high mobility, though. When he gets 6, obviously, the ultimate going to be very useful for him.
Yeah, you got to be pretty quick on that combo to really land it in there. It's not quite as easy as the whole Taric Caitlyn combo for doing something like that. As we see once again, Kerp getting rooted up. I mean, with the fact that he's got that seismic shard, he's going to have an easier time, in my opinion, than Singed in this top lane. Certainly in the early levels of things as well. Just interested to see what they go for here, because we see naturally when these 2v1 lanes come in, we see ganks coming in pretty much all the time. We saw it at IPL, which most teams really were slow on countering there. Sand is going to get pulled over. There's the knock-up coming in as well, but can they finish off? That Sand going very low, and there is first blood coming out for Singe. Insect is all over the place there. I'm not sure really what he was doing. To be honest, I'm not sure why he was walking this way whatsoever. But, well, that's what happened to him. So, now, bad news at the start of things, really, for Insect. But they did manage to get that first blood onto Singe, which will certainly help him out, get up to that level of tankiness that he wants to be in for this 2v1 lane.
I don't know. I really give the advantage, actually, to Alton off of that. Yeah, they got CJ just got first blood, but Metalix has a double buff now.
Oh, in the middle there, we have seen Ferelden Lord actually may just die here. The minions hitting him as well. And there's the final minion coming in. The Ignited already finished off. And that will bring us back quickly to 2-2. So, we see Singe with a kill there. We see Evelynn with a kill, we see Ezreal, and we see Twisted Fate with one. So those kills spread out nicely. Alternate going to be taking down the first tower of the game. Second one might not be too far behind though, because Space and Kinch are pushing quite heavily on this bottom lane. But look at Kerp, he's up to level 5 already. And to be honest with you, if they try and challenge him under this tower, he's going to be a bit of a menace once he gets that unstoppable force in his arsenal. But they are going to be obviously bringing this this double lane, the AD carry and support, back towards that bottom lane to stop anything really big going off that. What have we seen from this first round of going back to buy? Well, a GP10 item there, the Heart of Gold on Cho'Gath, plus the double Doran's ring coming out for Twisted Fate. Other side, Sorcerer Shoes for Lord. No real surprise going towards that full penetration build that we're seeing a lot these days out of the likes of Evelyn, out of the likes of Katarina as well. As Lord there just popping his W, running up towards Day 2. He's going to be scared of the power of Lord, that's for sure.
Yeah, and he's really keeping him off his creeps. As you see here, he's going to force him to farm on his turret, which lets Lord roam around if he does want to. I mean, the CS lead, it is 6. We do have Lord, like you saw before, got that kill, and he is trying to harass down Dade right there. But still, I mean, he's not 6 yet, and that's when Twisted Fate really becomes extremely scary. You know, popping the gank entry lane. Singe, though, in the top lane, still farming away. Has a little bit behind in CS, though, has that kill. And as you see in the bot lane, as we switch the camera around, Metalix, I mean, if he does Arcane Shift in, he'll easily win in a fight against Space. Now we do have Lee Sin. Oh, Kotek's gonna get caught here.
Oh, this is bad knock-up, plus the root coming down. Kotek's in trouble. He's gonna finish off there from the Ignite. Lord actually using his ultimate in that situation, but I'm not sure it's enough to get away. Knock-up, though, won't land. And with that W popped, he manages to escape quite lightly from that one. Long Panda doing what Singe does best in this top lane, which is just going straight around those creeps, farming them up as much as he can. Doesn't even care there that his poison's on. He's actually gonna flip Kerp out. Bit of damage from the poison coming in as well, but we are in a 3-2 lead in kills for the Korean side of CJ Enters. Just, again, have to keep a real eye on this middle lane, as Lord certainly will just turn on the pressure as soon as that ultimate and the Ignite is available, which won't be taking too long. His Ignite is almost up and his ultimate approaching halfway of its cooldown as well. And there we see Lord again going in heavily onto Twisted Fate. Just wants to keep him away from the lane as much as he possibly can. Early CS 48-44 between the two AD carries, 32-37 in that middle lane. Top lane, Malphite got a nice advantage there, approaching that 10 CS lead at 41-42. He just picked himself up that Philostone plus a cloth armor in there as well. Singe, Cage's lucky pick plus the Sapphire Crystal as well for extra mana.
Yeah, most likely going into Catalyst. Not sure if that will be a Banshees or into a Rod of Ages, but I love what Lord's doing in the mid lane. Every time he sees Dade actually use... Oh, where is that actually happening?
Sand down at the bottom, getting quite low here. Space needs to watch out as well there. Metalix just putting that Ignite on down to him. I think more to stop him chasing in for that kill on towards Sand. Space. It's still not quite level 6 to get that ulti off here. And we are seeing Kotenex now moving in towards the jungle. Kerp is there for Lord coming around the side. There's the unstoppable force. Twisted Fate goes down. Insect in trouble as well as he gets the Ignite down onto him. Can he escape this one though? He's trying to dodge around, miss any force alternate to miss any skill shots, but in the end didn't matter too much. And that will be 2 kills mopped up for Alternate. That'll put them back in the lead in gold, back in the lead in kills. And now they're going to be going for a 8.5-minute dragon.
That was so unfortunate for Insect there, not to mention Dade, but Insect, his flash was up in about 2 seconds when that gank actually came in, so he wasn't able to get away. We do have Singe farming the top, but like you're saying, first dragon of the gank to be taken out at 8:37. And it's going to give Alternate a nice little bit of a gold lead, as you see Metalix hitting pretty much nothing there. But that teleport, like we were talking about before, I mean, that is so devastating on a Malphite coming with your ultimate, though. I believe he actually did teleport into there. And Long Panda's still trying to get this turret down, auto-attacking a little bit. And you can't really let a Singe farm, because Joe, I know he's your favorite top lane, and you just can't let him do that. He's your favorite ever.
That's just it. He is my favorite. I am a very big fan of Singe, that's for sure. And yeah, he's just doing exactly what Singe does best. Go past the turret, pick up the CS as you go, and put the pressure down as you continue to push that one through. They've managed to save this middle turret out there, though, Alternate, but it has taken a lot of damage. So we'll maybe see that one go down in the next couple of minutes. Kotenex here coming down just to give a bit of support to this bottom lane and make sure that wave of minions doesn't go to waste. Middle lane, Cho'Gath was just covering off for Twisted Fate, for Lord now back into that one. The blue buff is actually up on the Alternate side of things, which you'd expect will be going over to for Lord here as soon as they get involved and get that one started.
Look at the ward coverage. I'm a little bit surprised out of Alternate. They have no ward spotting if Dade leaves the lane and tries to ulti into bottom or ulti into top. And that's kind of something you never really want to let a TF do. You typically see the ward in the lane pretty deep. But for Lord going for his blue here, going to help him harass that much harder against Dade there. He has that flash Ignite up still. Or sorry, for Dade. And has the ultimate up as well. He hasn't actually used it once this game, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he hasn't.
And that's the thing about TF. I mean, for Lord, if anyone knows TF, it's him. Let's see that, high yellow.
We are going to be seeing that ultimate coming down, though, from Twisted Fate. There is the first kill. Second one will follow. It's Cho'Gath that picks that one up, and that's the danger. I mean, you've got the knock-up out of Cho'Gath. You've got the knock-up out of the ultimate of Zyra. You've got the trap to keep him in position after that. Then you've got the stun cards of Twisted Fate when he comes down as well. So a big, big combo that if you get caught out on, if you're not ready for that one, you are going to be in a lot of danger, and that will give CJ Entus again the kill lead. So swinging back and forth on that front. They are 1,300 gold currently in the lead, and they may have this bottom turret away now as well. They're going to leave it here for these minions to finish off, but Metalex's going to try and stop this one from happening, but with that siege minion there, should be enough to just finish it off. There we go, just about done. And that will bring us to 2-1. CJ Entus got the turret lead.
Not looking too good for Alternate at the moment. I'm trying to look at late game composition. That Malphite ultimate is so big for Alternate. If they can't land it correctly, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Mixed in with that Lulu knockup, it's going to be very devastating to the team. But the other team is so tanky with that Singed and Cho'Gath. You're just able to run past the entire enemy team. They're going to be focused down. Singed, obviously, as we all know him, just does whatever he pleases, running in circles around the enemy team. But still, I mean, how are they going to get into TF and Caitlyn and Zyra if the Malphite ultimate misses? And it's pretty much up to Frownlord to follow up with the slow from his ultimate. How Kerp teleporting into bot lane.
Yeah, we are going to see him coming in space now on trouble and underneath his turret. That's not even a contest. 4 versus 1. That one being Caitlyn for a little while at least until she went down, and now they're going to be looking to even this turret score up. There are 4 of them there. As we said, Lulu actually is just going to be headed back there for a bit of shopping time, and that will be the second turret of the game and brings us back to a 500-600 gold difference. CJ Entus, though, are currently pushing out this mid lane, and they've got 2 men there. Not sure that they'll be able to really get the turret down, especially with Evelynn coming back over to stop that one from happening, but damage here, damage there usually leads to something some point down the road.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to give up that mid turret, as we always talk about, Joe. The map control it gives you is insane, especially when you're at TF. If you can take that mid turret down, that leaves you so free to roam around. And we do see 2 pink wards being invested into that middle lane. Dade doesn't want to let Frownlord roam around and actually get out of the lane stealthed up. Trying to protect his other lanes, though. He still hasn't really been around the map too much with his ultimate. Was in the bot lane gank, as you saw there, picking up those 2 kills. But CS, I mean, overall, it's pretty even. It's pretty much exactly the same, except in the jungle with that 30 CS difference in favor of Cho'Gath with his 2 GP10s. Gonna have a lot of gold rolling in, sitting at 4,400 total compared to the 3,600 total of Cotton X.
See that space just racking up a bit more of a total. Frownlord now coming down into this bottom lane. But unluckily for him, everyone's gone. He'll be happy just to have that extra bit of farm and then probably head straight back in towards that middle lane where Daddy is just finishing off his wave of minions. Dragon will be coming up 16:37, so still a good 3.5 minutes to go for that one. Blue buff going to be gifted over here on towards Twisted Fate. And top lane, Singed, he has been pushing quite a lot. And there is the ultimate coming out. Oh, and he's managed to steal it. Brilliant stuff from Metalex there. Actually, they didn't have a ward in position whatsoever, right? So that was just done on feeling. Nicely done from Metalex. They had the
timing down around because they did check it once they got that double kill on the Dada and onto Insect. But CJ is just trying to go for a push on the mid lane there, going to back out. And with space, with Caitlyn, you have the ability to hit this towers from such a long range. All you have to really worry about is Kerp, what that ultimate going to catch you, or going to potentially be able to catch you, as we do have him heading down. Does have that ultimate available, and is actually building into the Abyssal Scepter to help with Sinch's damage.
See that pink ward being put down by CJ Entus. That's just to give that vision to Evelynn when she's around. And our alternate actually going to go for a turret here. Singed up in this top side of the river. Did just get hit, but after all, he's Singed. He'll quite happily take a few hits and just run away because, well, like I said, he's Singed. That's what he does. Alternate here are going to be bunching up once again in the middle. A little bit early for that Dragon. It's still got 2 minutes, 20 seconds until that one comes up, but they certainly don't want to be losing this middle tower. We've talked about that before and how important it's going to be in this early to mid-game stage to have up there. As Metalex actually going to get hit here with the knock-up ultimate. Comes out of Caitlyn. Long Panda is there as well. And it looks like they may just give up this middle turret without anything, as we do see the Unstoppable Force comes down. Kurt's going to be flung around. He is finally going to die. Actually, he didn't use his Unstoppable Force. He did it there right at the end, which was just far too late. The crowd control was too much for him, though. And that will be a 1-for-0 exchange. They're going to turn in now towards Frownlord. That is the pink ward, the power of that pink ward coming in as well. And their CC is just ridiculously strong as there's a flash coming down as well. Can they finish off? San going low. The root, actually, of Kinch will pick up that kill for him, and that surely now will finally be that middle tower going down after picking up 3 kills, losing none. They're going to drop down towards the Dragon, which is now up. So our timer of 16:37 was pretty far off of that one. So hopefully we get it right next time. Hint, hint. But Dragon being started here, not really much, or not anything really that they can do about it.
Your pet peeve, we're seeing mid lane actually be pushed out of ultimate right now. And that last team fight was such a great play out of Dottie. I don't know if you caught it, but he popped that ultimate just to see where Frozen Lord was. And he saw him coming around from the, or the Wraith camp. Actually stunned him with a gold card over the wall just to prevent him from getting in there, because with that W movement speed, he could have turned that fight completely around. Great play out of him. We're going to see Frozen Lord pick up his own blue here. And we are even in Dragons to 1-1 now.
So, that ain't going to go back. Let's have a look at the gold that they currently sat on. 900 for him to spend as he heads back off, and he's going to finish it off those Sorcerer's Shoes. We've got the Haunting guys already out here of Evelyn. Abyssal set to done for Cho'Gath. That's going to be a nice item for him to have. In terms of Long Panda, got that Negatron cloak in there. Building a little bit half here, half there, to be honest, for the start of this one, but well, he's cinched. He's allowed to do that.
That's a satisfying sound as well, Joe, besides Jax. Just hearing the psst and then hearing the cling, cling, cling of money. Not bad. But the mid lane probably...
getting stunned up here. Actually will flash away. Pops a W. Should be able to escape that one. The rest of the team actually coming around. Kurt there did get rooted and stunned afterwards. Well, Lord just about living at the end of that one. Real close stuff, though.
Yeah, that ultimate just saved his life completely. Hit as many targets as he possibly could. Gave him that shield. Survived that feast. Got away. So pretty much no kills being shared there. But Singe in the top lane still just farming away. Trying to keep his CS as high as possible. Going to be going into that Banshee's Veil. Even looks like a revolver on top of that. Just get a little bit of life still, or spell vamp. And she does pick it up. So Singe going to be very scary. I mean, you really underestimate the damage he can do if he, stays alive long enough in a team fight running around you.
There's the extra bit of cash from the Wraith being picked up by Ezreal. AD carry still pretty much bang even on the creep score. So good for both sides. You've got 6 assists on Caitlyn, being a bit of an assist king in this game so far.
We saw with Meteor Makers that AD carry had all the assists and no kills pretty much through the entire game.
Okay, yeah. And that's at 1-0-1, obviously, on Ezreal. Got the pickaxe and that BF sword in there. So looking like he's headed up straight towards that Infinity Edge, which we have been seeing a lot more common on Ezreal's going for that, that build rather than the more standard Trinity Force straight off the bat. And now Lord hanging around the side. It's never a good sign for the opposition team when you've got an Evelyn just hanging around there waiting to get in on the action. But Alternate may have done enough here to force them away and take down this middle turret. That would be their 3rd of the game and will leave us tied up as well. So all outer turrets on both sides of this map are still down. But Jason, as we move in towards that mid game and getting into the late game, who do you think's got the stronger comp for this one?
I would say Alternate. You heard during the expert test that Caitlyn kind of falls off mid game very early on, very strong. Mid game kind of weak, but late game can get that power back. And there's a lot of tankiness on CJ Entus, but you have a lot of damage out of Alternate, a lot of control with Kerp, with Cotnex, and with Sand. I really have to give it to them. What about you?
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, they've got those kind of ultimates to win the game, but they also have to hit them. Yeah. It's not like something that comes very simply. It's going to be a lot about positioning, making sure that unstoppable force comes in. The Ezreal ultimate going over the top, for Lord getting his ultimate in there as well. But if they manage to string everything together, which they're certainly a team of high-skilled players who can do that, then it's going to be dangerous times for CJ Entus. But it looks like they, again, trying to force some pressure on towards this inner turret in the middle. Kerp, does he have that ultimate? Yes, he does. Lord has his as well. Metalex just use his to clear out that minion wave, though.
We could see Engage coming here very soon. We have TF pushing that bot lane right now. Also needs to do something. They can't let that bot lane keep pushing. Yep, they do send Lord down there to deal with it. And Kerp, yeah, he had the ultimate up. They could have engaged there, but they're just a little bit worried. They don't want to really throw the game right now since they are down a little bit of gold, sitting at almost over 4,000. But CJ Entus, they're making a push on that mid tower. They're not being punished for it in any way.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they can do with that Evelyn down on the bottom side. They're actually focusing in onto Long Panda. Kick used there out of Lee Sin to try and get him away. There is the unstoppable force there coming in. Here comes Twisted Fate. Zyra ulti goes down. Kerp is dead. Cottonix getting thrown into the air. But for Elnlord in the middle, he's going to die. He picked up Zyra. That was a 2-for-1, but they're not finished. MetalX goes down. The AD carry picked off there at the end of the fight. That is the Eno turret going down, and they may just have an inhibitor turret as well.
Man, supports today, they're the MVP of every game so far. That was an amazing Zyra ultimate. Caught for Elnlord, knocked him up. It caught, I believe it caught MetalX as well in that. And now they're going to get inhibitor turret off of it and an inhibitor. And this gives them such a good advantage in this game.
Yeah.
Having that inhibitor down, they can easily force fights at Dragon, or sorry, not Dragon, Baron. And I mean, just with that 3-for-1, they shouldn't really be afraid of team fighting anymore.
And that can really be the fight that tips the balance in this game, really, to be honest with you. The guys over on the expert desk might be having a look at a little bit later on. But that leaves us at 5-3 in turrets, 34.7 to 27.7. So a nice little 7,000 gold lead coming out for CJ. Let's have a look at their gold. Yeah, they've got a lot to spend. Over 1,500 and everyone for Elnlord got 2,300, apart from Zyra, who obviously died and spent up in that last time. We can see Negatron cloaks all over the place.
Yeah, it completely destroys for Elnlord. I mean, that's their main damage out of them at the moment. With that ultimate to really, they'll take one down, pop that W against, gets that reset, and keep going. Taking him out of the game, you're dependent on Malphite with the Abyss Scepter, not going to be doing too much damage. And then the Ezreal, who has Infinity's Edge, needs to be able to stay alive long enough in these fights to do damage, and he's currently not because of the CC that Entis is putting out on him.
We saw one wild card there, almost stripping half of Sand's health away. That's how strong they're going to be from that one. MetalX also taking a good chunk of damage. And CJ look like they're going to be saving this turret out, at least for now. But Dragon is going to be coming up here very shortly. And there it is. And this is going to be an alternate Dragon because CJ, well, they're pretty much nowhere near it. They've got two men going back. And they don't have vision of that area either. And that will give alternate something to cling on to here. I mean, a Dragon here and there can really help you come back into a game like this. And now Long Panda could be in trouble. But again, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is the kind of thing that I have in my head as well when I'm playing Singed. You just think, I'm singed, it's fine, I can take some damage, and I'm just going to run in there, fling them back, because we are going to see Kerp now taking a lot of damage. Will they be able to finish him off? Yes, they will. It's Singed that gets it at the end of the day, and there is Long Panda, sorry, Dade, actually teleporting himself into the back of them. Can he get the stun card down, flash away from MetalX? Well, that's again another 2-for-0. And CJ, they're just going straight down the middle from this one. Who cares about the top and bottom lane?
That was the second time this game we saw Kerp get shut down with Ivan using his ultimate. They're locking him down. They're bursting him down before anything else can happen because he is their initiate. He's the strongest point of their team to get to win these team fights. But yeah, with these super minions, they should be able to win this. 10 seconds left on Cottonix.
Oh, they've managed to get MetalX there. And the ultimate is going to pick Sand into the air as well for Elnlord. Coming around the side. Looks like CJ may want to back away. There's the unstoppable force coming in. Dade goes down. Shut down by Elnlord, who's also taking a lot of damage with the focus. Not brilliant here out of CJ. Long Panda going low, but he's singed and he's not dead just yet, running away with that poison trail going. Another knockup comes in. Caitlyn with a Piltover. Peacemaker comes down. Cottonix tried to get in on towards Singe, but that will be a double kill. Singe survives once again, and now he's going to run straight through and try and get in onto Sand, who's actually been blocked by the minions there for quite a while. This second Nexus turret is going to fall in 16 seconds till the AD carry comes in. There is Sand being rooted. They're going to start focusing down on this Nexus. Kerp coming into the middle of them. He's probably going to die before they manage to do anything out of that one, but CJ enters, focusing right in on towards the Nexus. They're going to take it down and win the game in 23 minutes 50 seconds here. 16-7 in kills. Fantastic performance, ignoring those the top and the bottom lane and just going for the win straight through the middle with that kill advantage.
Yeah, really surprised. I mean, the game was in Alternate's favor early on, but they came back with those team fights, with the mistakes Alternate was making with mostly Kerp, unfortunately. Those ultimates, he couldn't get them off in time.